Welcome back. Are you ready for some exciting adventures on trips with P&O Cruises? Well, this is the show for you, with a range of exciting cruises, some of which are coming up really soon as well. Now, after the year we've had, it's time to throw caution to the wind and make up for lost time. And I've got all sorts of magic in this show, from adults-only escapes, chances to explore without having to fly, and some tasty late deals all on the menu. Right, let's get started straight away then, shall we? With a bit of a sunshine escape for the end of February. The end of February. It's not that far away, you know. A few days on the beach and a week of cruising the sunny Canaries and Portugal. Sounds lovely. And this is a Cruise1st exclusive too. So, 26th of February, case is ready, passport in hand. We fly from the UK straight to the sunshine of Tenerife in the Canaries. And when you arrive, we'll transfer you to your hotel for the next 3 nights. That's what they used to call it in Coronation Street, wasn't it, Tenerife? Because wasn't that where Stella Rigby was always in Tenerife, wasn't she? And you'll be there for 3 nights as well. Some wonderful, wonderful places to enjoy. I mean, at the end of the day, we're talking the end of February here. And we're talking sunshine. I mean, what else do we need, really? 3 nights in a hotel, you on a beach, just enjoying some lovely time, enjoying some lovely tapas, wonderful food, nice glass of something, one at a time responsibly, of course, just having fun. If it's you and the kids together, then phenomenal. You're going to have a brilliant time. It's a lovely place, Tenerife, as well. Head through the charming streets of the historic centre if you want to. There's street performers there, and you can head to the botanical gardens if you fancy. But to be honest with you, I think flying to Tenerife in February is all about just saying, oh, I haven't got a coat on. How wonderful. And then after your stay in the hotel, you'll be transferred down to the port to join the ship, and it is P&O Cruises Azora. Azora's beautiful. Azora is one of the most popular ships in the whole P&O fleet. She's loved. People go back year after year after year. And listen, you can see why. I mean, first of all, she's got all the home comforts that you want. It's a holiday at the end of the day. You are in sunny parts of the world. I mean, really, your needs are not that many if you think about it, but you can be up on those pool decks, on a lounger, just enjoying the sunshine, or being a little bit away in the shade maybe, and just enjoying the best of everything. Fabulous entertainment on board, of course, as well. As you know, with P&O Cruises, they always put on a really, really good show, quite often on their ships as they're dotting around. You see the names on the bill sometimes for the entertainment in the evening, and you think, oh, blimey, I recognise those, or I remember those. So they have some fairly, sizable names on some of these cruises as well, which I think is really lovely. Food of an evening, be as grand as you like, be as casual as you like. That's the great thing, again, about a P&O cruise. Everyone feels comfortable. Everyone does what they want at the pace they want to as well. So if you want a slap-up special something, you've got speciality dining. Main dining feels very special anyway because you're walking out of the restaurant having not paid a big bill, which I think is really fantastic. That always feels good. Again, going to enjoy those shows in the evening. And it's not just one show in one theatre. Loads of different things going on right the way around the ship. And even if you happen to be on a sea day, and there are a couple of sea days on this itinerary, loads of activities, loads of things that you can be doing while you're on board the ship. So you're not just waiting for the next port. You can be very, very busy during the day as well. And this, for me, I mean, listen, if I could take you here right now on this holiday, I would, because I feel like we all need it. Anyway, we're coming out of Tenerife, remember, day at sea, and then we're in Madeira, in Funchal, in the Azores, which is absolutely beautiful, of course. Lovely tours around the island, botanical gardens to see. There's fishing villages around, all sorts going on. Then we're around the Canaries, so we're guaranteed sunshine here, aren't we? We're in Gran Canaria, we port into Las Palmas, tours around the island, Palmitos Park, down to Maspalomas maybe, or just shopping in the centre of Las Palmas is really quite nice as well. Fuerteventura, again in the Canaries, beautiful, lots of adventures you can take. You can take volcano excursions, there are 4x4 ATV tours if you're a little bit more adventurous, or maybe dolphin watching. Dolphin watching is brilliant. Back into Tenerife, but we're not getting straight off because we're staying on board the ship for an overnight before we then fly it back to the UK. So you've got another bite of the cherry in Tenerife. If there's something you want to see, if there's something someone suggested, if there's an excursion available that you like the look and the sound of, you've got the extra day to be able to do it there. And then, of course, we'll transfer you from the port to the airport and then fly you back to the UK. So it's really end-to-end this. All your transfers are included. And this is a Cruise1st exclusive for us as well. I just think it's perfectly timed. You know, a lot of people like to escape for a week of sunshine. Out in the Canaries is just the perfect place to do it. It's why it is a winter destination for lots and lots of people. You quite often hear people talking really from October right the way through to March. You'll hear of someone in your life who's going off for a week here or a week there, and it'll be the Canaries because it's lovely and sunny, and you're guaranteed that sunshine as well, which is very nice indeed. So if you fancy this, then a week of P&O cruises fun, your flights, your transfers, 3 nights in a Tenerife hotel, and a week of that cruising full board with your tips included as well. Book it today with a low deposit, then you know it's happening. £129 each today deposit gets you this price locked in, and this really, really good price as well. Look, and when you bear in mind that's all your food, that's the pools, that's the different destinations you're going to, and moreover for me, that's some guaranteed sunshine as well. So get your deposits in on that today. I would say your deposits start from £129 per person. There is another date for this itinerary as well. You can actually go the day before, and what happens is you have your overnight at the beginning of the cruise as well. So you can go this day or you can go the day before. If you want the price for the 25th, because it will be slightly different, just talk to the team on the magic number. Magic number's open 7 days a week as well, remember, all day, every day. 0800 953 4700. Let's look at upgrades if you want to go up to the balcony or the ocean view. Well, ocean view, easy one, that one, isn't it? Just another £49 to go to ocean view. That's redonkulously good value, isn't it? I would jump in for that, but listen, get it booked before it sells out, because you know it is going to be a popular itinerary. It's one of those needle in a haystack opportunities, because for this, remember, for not even the price that the cruise should be, let's face it, 7 nights around the Canaries, you're getting your flights and transfers sorted, and you're getting a bonus 3 nights in a Tenerife hotel as well. I mean, listen, it's just brilliant, isn't it? At $849. Get super excited about it. Talk to the family about it. Take the whole family with you if you can and you want to. Or maybe you just want to sneak away for that little bit of sunshine in February. It's there for you. 0800 953 4700 is the phone number to call. Right, next up with P&O Cruises, we're going to one of the most popular destinations, not just for first-time cruisers, but it is ideal for first-time cruisers. But people just love the peace and the tranquility and the wonderful delights and sounds of sailing through the fjords of Norway. And we have got a 16-night cruise for you right now, which goes on the 10th of July next year on Aurora. Now, you'll meet her down in Southampton, and here she is. She's adult only, of course, Aurora, which is lovely for this kind of cruise, because this kind of cruise is all about enjoying the scenery, really. And you've got the best of everything. You've got a big theatre there, you've got wonderful restaurants, there's main restaurants, there's specialty restaurants, lovely lounges, lovely bars for you to enjoy right the way through the ship as well. Fabulous chance for you to pamper yourself as well if you want to too, which I think is, you know, very nice. We always like a little bit of pampering. I quite like as well that this itinerary, you know, is a little bit longer. I mean, it's not just the Norwegian fjords, it goes beyond that as well. So let's go through it. Day at sea takes us to Stavanger in Norway. Stavanger is beautiful. They call it a city in Norway. It's very, very walkable. It's very, very manageable. It's lovely to just wander around, have a coffee and do some shopping. Then you've got a day at sea into Olden after some scenic cruising. We'll look at the scenic cruising in just a moment. Olden itself is just the cutest little place, it really is. Take a tour to the Brickstall Glacier, it's well worth doing, or just have a little wander locally. Then we do some scenic cruising into Aalesund, where you can go into the Olnest Lighthouse here, which is one of the big vantage points. There are lots of excursions in this part of the world for you to take as well. It's all about the natural history and the scenery through these places. Then we hop over to Oslo in Norway. So we're in the capital here after a day at sea. Very lively, very young city actually, but with that lovely Viking culture and history all around. Then, well, let's just take a little look back through the Norwegian fjords and just take a look at the kind of sights and sounds, because it's very, very difficult in one single picture to show you just how beautiful the scenery is. And the great thing is you've got these huge gorges, which are like almost like enormous canals, but running through mountainous scenery. You've got the little villages on either side. You're at eye level with all of the scenery, so you can see everything that's going on. You've got waterfalls in full flow. You've got a real mix of different scenic opportunities, and of course you have very, very long days as well. This time of the year you have very, very long days, so you might be watching the sunset and you're up on the top deck and it might be midnight, it might be 1 a.m. in the morning, and the sky is still light with the sunset. It's an incredible part of the world. I can understand why so many people want to go there. So next we're off to the most northerly tip of Denmark, actually, Skagen. Beautiful little place, actually. There's the Skagen's Museum there. You can challenge yourself to the dunes on the Rarberg Mile as well. Some great galleries here as well. Day at sea, we're into Poland next, into Gdynia. And lots of people will take the tours to Gdansk here, but in Gdynia itself, wonderful main square, lots happening here. Very charming, modern yet historic city. Very nice indeed. Not on many itineraries. Day at sea into Copenhagen in Denmark. Wonderful, wonderful. Stroll along the canal, taking the markets here, see the old sailing ships. You can see the Little Mermaid, of course. She is little, but you've got to have the picture taken next to her. It's almost the law when in Copenhagen. Day at sea, next we're in Germany, into Hamburg, where you can see the miniature Wonderland model railway, which you can see in the picture there. St. Michael's Church, wonderful city centre to see with a lovely atmosphere too. Day at sea, and that's it. We're back home. We're back in lovely Southampton, and that's the end of our cruise. So often when we see a fjords itinerary, we see 7 nights, don't we? But this is the fjords and beyond, really, isn't it? Because you're sailing on then to Oslo, into Poland, into Copenhagen, and then into Hamburg in Germany. Actually, these are all places that when you're dipping into them on a cruise, they often kind of give you ideas of places you might want to go for a little city break in the future. So a cruise like this is absolutely brilliant because you're kind of covering all bases in one. It is adults only cruising, of course, on Aurora. And remember, this is for next July, and it's 16 nights of cruising the fjords, as we said, and so much more. Now, if you book this before the 2nd of September, you can take advantage of a low deposit offer, with deposits starting from just £129 each, which means we've got a rather amazing price here for you. And actually, I would get your calculators out and work out how good the value is for that. Being 16 nights, work out your price per night and bear in mind what's included, how much a hotel would be for the night, how much it would be to go out for dinner, how much it would be to go and see a show, all of those things that go into a day on holiday. This is actually working out less than £80 per person per night. When you consider what's included for that, less than £80 per person per night, I'd be jumping straight on that. Listen, you might want to share with friends, you might want to go away with a family as well. Talk to the family, but don't leave it for long, because that is a deal. And bear in mind, it's in July. Now, you know the price of everything in July is crackers and crazy. Even if you're trying to book a hotel here in the UK just for the room, you're like, huh? How much? When you know that this price, if you lock it in right now with your low deposit, it's less than £80 per person per night. It's brilliant. And another quick thing on this one to save you even more money, if you want to book a drinks package with this one, book the classic drinks package when you talk to the team and when you book it, and we'll discount the drinks package price by 10%. You're welcome. Here's the details to upgrade. It's a free call as well. See, this is so good. This is why we have a TV channel, so that we can really get across to you. Do you know what? This is really good. This is amazing value. Less than £80 per person per day. If you were making your way, having a holiday in any city in the UK, not even cities, big towns as well, you know, how far would £80, less than £80 a day go? Not that far at all. Would it get you through to lunchtime? You know, I don't know. It's amazing, but when you're on board these ships, there's so much included for you. It is ridiculous, let me tell you. 0800 953 4700. Listen, I've got a little bee in my bonnet about this offer. I think it's so good. I want you to have another look around the ship. It's Aurora with P&O Cruises. So let's have a look around. Again, she's just brilliant. And she's got everything you need as well. Plenty of pools, plenty of lounger spaces for you. 2 big main dining rooms on board for you. Lots of other restaurants if you want to go, you know, a little bit upmarket for 1 or 2 of the nights. You've got Sindhu that you just saw there, which is Eastern Flavours. That's a specialty restaurant. Little extra cover charge, nowhere near what you'd pay in the equivalent restaurant on land. There's the Glass House restaurant as well from Ollie Smith. There's the Beach House, which does South American, Caribbean and stateside cuisines. Fabulous wines on board as well. I always suggest that, you know, if you can, and if you do like, you know, a gin and tonic in the evening, couple of glasses of wine with dinner or whatever, look at the drinks package, because it really does. It works out great value for money when you consider it's your soft drinks as well as your, you know, alcoholic drinks to be enjoyed one at a time responsibly, of course, he says, without wagging a finger. There's where you're going on this itinerary as well. It's a fabulous itinerary, not just the Norwegian fjords, but so much more as well. Talking of so much more, I've got so much more to get into this show, because I think, Mr. P, we've got quick picks in this show as well, haven't we? I think we have. But before we do that, let's go on another sort of beefy, good, decent sized cruise. Let's do a Western Med no fly right now. This is going to be for the 12th of May. That will roll around sooner than you think as well. It's 18 nights all told. And this time we're on board Arcadia from P&O Cruises. She's adults only as well, which is rather nice. Just if you prefer that, if you prefer, you know, actually a little bit more of a relaxed, you know, atmosphere around. You know, actually, some people do prefer the option of an adults-only ship. It's lovely. It's not a big ship either. It's only around about 2,000 passengers, which I think is just about perfect. I'll tell you why, because you get to meet people and you get to talk to people and you kind of make friends along the way on your cruise. And that's another thing that, you know, it's not part of the fare. It's just part of the holiday. You know, it's a great thing to hook up with friends and family and go on holiday with them, but it's also nice to meet new people when you're out and about on one of these cruises. So as I say, it's a big cruise, this one, 18 nights, just what we need in May. So a couple of days at sea. We're in Lisbon in Portugal. Wander around the city here. It is lovely. Do get to see the Belém Tower if you get the chance. It's just incredible. The whole city is on such a lovely scale. It's beautiful. You'll really enjoy that. Day at sea, we're in Alicante in Spain. You can walk the Esplanada de España. I'm sure it sounds much more romantic in Spanish. Great for people watching, sit in the sun there. Great selection of bars and restaurants. Very pretty little markets there. Then we're into Barcelona. What do you fancy doing in Barcelona? Are you going to go and see the cathedrals and the sights and the sounds? Or are you just going to wander up and down Las Ramblas and just enjoy the street entertainment and just the general vibe in the city? It's wonderful. Lots of options. Then a day at sea, and we're in Rome. Now, this is another big city for us to explore as well. Get to the Colosseum. Seeing it on a picture never does it justice. You've got to stand inside it and get that true feeling. It's awesome. It's beautiful. Next, we're in Olbia, which is in Sardinia. Head to the historic centre here. It's crammed with boutiques, wine bars and lovely little piazzas. And it's a really authentic place to be, actually. It feels very, very unspoilt. 2 days at sea, and we're in Casablanca in Morocco right now. This is, again, complete contrast in culture, in architecture, in feel and vibe of Morocco. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, weather here in May is going to be markedly better than it is here in the UK. Tangiers in Morocco. This is northern Morocco. Very, very nice. You can visit the Casbah Museum there. Lovely beaches to stroll along to. Next, we're into Ferrol in Spain. So this is the northwest of Spain. Not many people see this on an itinerary, actually. Take a walking tour around the city itself, or just have a little wander by yourself. Go and see the Tower of Hercules, maybe. What an impressive itinerary. I love it. You know, it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. A little bit of Portugal, A little bit of Spain, a little bit of Sardinia and Italy. Of course, you've got Rome and Barcelona. Then you're off over to Morocco, and then gentle cruise back to Southampton. Nice amount of sea days in this itinerary as well. They're great because they really they allow you to really truly have a holiday. Do you know what I mean? You're not missing out on a port because everyone's at sea. So you can enjoy the activities. You can finally, you know, get the book read, or just some relaxing time. Maybe just some time to just, I don't know, maybe there's a book. They say there's a book inside everyone, don't they? Maybe that's the chance to start writing that book, meeting new people, doing new things. It's a lot more exciting than spending all of your time. I mean, I always sort of compare these no-fly opportunities to like the equivalent of a coach holiday. And I'm not knocking coach holidays, please, never, but you spend a lot of those going from place to place to place, and you're sat in the confines of a coach seat. And I think when you've got the freedom of your cabin and the whole ship to enjoy, you can go for a siesta and be as lazy as you like. You can get up and have late breakfast. Food is there always. Entertainment is there always. Activities are there always. Or nothing. Or just being horizontal and just relaxing. It's incredible. So 18 nights. This is for May. Book this one as well before the 2nd of September, and you can take advantage of a low deposit. Deposits on this one start from £169 per person, and here is your price for the cruise. Really good. Again, amazing value for money. You know, again, I would just say, work out, I mean, that's 18 nights, that's 1629, so that's under £100 per person per night. When you consider what that includes throughout your day, that normally you would be sort of paying out a lot more than that for, it always works out at amazing value for money. And of course, you're going to all these different countries and destinations. How many times do we unpack? Just the once. It's brilliant, isn't it? Again, with this one, if you book the classic drinks package when you call, we'll discount that by 10%. Again, talk to the team about that, 0800 953 4700. Here's the upgrades. So if you want to treat yourself to an ocean view or a lovely balcony, let's open the doors of the balcony. Let's have a long, lazy breakfast out on the balcony, delivered. Let's have dinner on the balcony, why not? A little romantic dinner for two out on the balcony. That would be rather nice, wouldn't it, one evening as you're sailing along. Ah, I can see it now. I can. It's lovely. I've got a really romantic vision in my mind right now. Just you two. This holiday you've been promising you're going to treat yourself to for years and years and years, and you haven't yet done it. This could be the one, right? Speak to our team. We'll make it all happen for you. 0800 953 4700. And if you like that romantic picture, let's have another look back on board Arcadia and have a look around the ship for what will be a brilliant 18-night no-fly cruise for May. Just look at how relaxing it is as well. It's not one of these big ships. You know, some people say, oh, you know, I don't get around maybe as I used to, so I don't really want a big ship. This is perfect size ship. Everything configured so everything's sort of, you know, on the same kind of deck. So restaurants and shoppings, they're going to be across 2 or 3 decks. And of course, all the pools are right up top or either end. So, you know, it's dead easy to navigate your way around. And of course, great daytime activities. They have their own cinema on board as well. I forgot about that. It's really nice because it's a very intimate little cinema as well. So lots of lovely experiences that you can enjoy as part of your cruise on Arcadia. Remember, it's 18 nights all told. Here's where we're going to. So we've got our first day is at sea, and then we're going into Lisbon. Lisbon's beautiful. Wonderful capital city. There's a lovely aquarium there as well. You'll love it. If you get the chance, go up to the Sintra Palace. Alicante in Spain. Do you know what? I think a lot of people would not even heard the word Alicante for ages and ages and ages. Isn't it the place where everyone used to buy their timeshares? Well, you get to go and visit for the day. Those were the days, eh? Barcelona is next on the list. Barcelona, of course, needs no introduction. It's an amazing city. There's so much going on there. You've got thousands of different ideas, or just simply take a wander around the city itself. And same with Rome as well. Rome, once you port into Civitavecchia, but transfer into Rome, and then you can literally roam as you want to, pardon the pun. Get to the Trevi Fountain though, it is lovely. Olbia next in Sardinia. We hardly ever see this pop up on cruise itineraries. It is lovely, very, very nice, different place to be. Think of the time of year we're talking here as well. Lovely time to enjoy, certainly better weather than we're going to have here in the UK, I'm almost sure, without being a meteorologist. Then we've got 2 ports in Morocco. Casablanca, of course, is the big one there. Wonderful. That's going to be your kind of feature port in Morocco, but you've got a second port in Morocco as well, Tangiers. Maybe you've heard of people that you know that have been on holiday in Morocco over the years. Well, here's your chance to dip in and have a little look around as well, which I think is really nice. I mean, it's nice to discover new places, and even, listen, some people feel like they know Spain because they've been going on holiday to Spain for 20, 30 years. But it's nice to discover new places, new cities, new things to do and new places to see. So I think actually this itinerary is fantastic. It requires little effort. And remember, you don't need to, I always say this, with cruise itineraries, you don't need to have done research on all of these places before you go to them. Sure, you'll know places like Rome and Barcelona, but you don't need to have done your homework. Plenty of excursion opportunities and presentations on board where you get lot more information about the ports themselves. So there you go. If you like the idea of that one, call us now, 0800 953 4700. Right, I've got time for some magical quick picks now from P&O Cruises. Some of them coming up very, very soon, remember, as well. So just use the references when you call us or visit the offers on the website. And on all of these, you can book the classic drinks when you buy your cruise, and we'll discount them by 10% when you book. So PO325 is a week on board P&O Cruises Iona, from Southampton to an overnight in Rotterdam and on to Hamburg and Zeebrugge in Belgium from 519 per person, which is brilliant. A good little solo price on that as well. PO326 is 12 nights of winter getaway on the 23rd of November on Azura to some sunshine in the Canaries with an overnight in Las Palmas on Gran Canaria and a day in Lisbon in Portugal. All no fly from just 689 per person. That's a bit of a deal, isn't it, for 12 nights? 689, ridiculous. So jump on that one as quick as you can, PO326. And then the last one there, PO327, is 15 nights on Britannia. Now that goes out of Southampton to Madeira and then across the pond for some Caribbean cruising. And then you'll finish the cruise in Barbados and fly back from there from 1379 per person. All great deals, all coming up. I mean, well, that middle one in particular, that November one. Listen, if you haven't got anything sorted for that time of the year and you just think, well, we've just had a rubbish summer this year, I deserve some decent sunshine, a good chunk of sunshine. That Portugal and Canary ones for the 23rd of November, PO326 in the middle there, is just brilliant. I would grab that price. I have to say it's subject to availability, especially that middle one, subject to availability, because at 689 for that length of cruise at that time of the year to those sunny destinations, you know what's going to happen. It's going to book up really, really quickly. And that can happen to any of our cruises, by the way. I never know, as the words are coming out of my mouth, whether that cruise is selling out, because I don't know what's going on the phone lines right now. I know there's one way for you to find out, and that's to give us a call on 0800 953 4700. Any questions you've got, remember it's a no obligation call as well. You might want to tailor the holidays in some kind of way, or there might be something else that you're looking for. Give us a call, we'll find it, I promise. We've been doing it for nearly 25 years now. We're getting quite good at this. Anyway, listen, stay right where you are. Plenty more fabulous opportunities in the world of cruise coming your way very soon. See you in a bit.